It wasn't the ferry to Dublin, arrival last on your shore. It wasn't the shamrock awaiting on each pint of Guinness you pour. It was Zooner and Anne and Kilkenny, it was Seamus and Patrick and Cole, it was Hallam and Limerick, Aoife and Galway, and the folk of this island for sure, and the folk of this island for sure. Oh island, no wonder my roots were never in briefcases, never in suits of New York or London or Paris, no thanks, but down by the Blackwater Banks. It wasn't the pride of East Belfast with its red, white and blue to the floor, and it wasn't the cause from Divis to Falls of no, nay, never, no more. It was Barry and James up in Derry as we finally headed back east and reluctantly boarded our ferry. Each time you felt closer to peace, each time you felt closer to peace. Oh island, no wonder my roots were never in briefcases, never in suits of New York or London or Paris, no thanks, but down by the Blackwater Banks. Oh,
I've pedalled from Milan down to Wexford via Roscommon, Galway and Clare, and Tipperary's so far, 'cause every damn bar is pulling and diverting you there. It was Tully's in Kinloch, Murphy's in Thomas, Care, the old Ponce's Rest, and then you mention you're leaving, and the likelihood seems to get less. Oh island, no wonder my roots were never in briefcases, never in suits of New York or London or Paris, no thanks, but down by the Blackwater Banks. Down by the Blackwater Banks, down by the Liffey, down by the Shannon, down by the Blackwater Banks.
Hello and welcome to HomeBhoys number 235. I'm your host for this evening, Harper, not fucking Joe McKenna. We just decided to get him to fuck this week. That's the billion right for the fucking word gone. But I am joined by the green and white writer himself, Mr. Paul Larkin. You there, Paul?
Hello.
Happy days, just in the door. Made it at the last minute. That's the kind of effort we like to see on the HomeBhoys.
Right under the wire.
Right, and two appearances in a row. I don't know if we're starting to tempt the prodigal son back in, but we've also got the weird little whisperer, Mr. Jason Higgins.
Hello.
What's happening, man?
Not a lot, mate, not a lot. Just buzzing for tomorrow night.
Aye, aren't we all? No, a wee joke there about Joe. If he's listening, I hope you're feeling better. He was at the dentist today, and he's going in for root canal treatment next week. And he's on the old antibiotics and that for the tooth, so You know yourself, it's fucking that can be agony, like, no? So we'll let him off tonight, is that alright,
Aye. I mean, he doesn't get too many games in the one he's at. He's got 20 stories for it, and he's not on podcast.
No, I was wanting to explain himself, like.
Aye.
It's the only guy I know that loses his passport in a fucking taxi. Like, why do you need to get your passport in the taxi? Do you know what I mean? But we'll let him explain that. We'll maybe do another show on Wednesday after the PSG game. If it's fucking one of these ones where you're just like, fucking hell, we have to podcast after that game, and hopefully that will be the fucking scenario. And if Joe's feeling better, it'll be on Wednesday night to tell us all his fucking tales, because I'm sure there's a few of them. Did you get any reports back, Jason?
No.
For Joe, well, no?
Joe's, no, he's not been answering his phone either, so I don't know what the hell they're up to.
Well, I know the two of them were together all day on Saturday, the snooker club and all that, so I will leave that to Joe to fill us in. So anyway, we're going to cover a few things on the night show, but I suppose first of all, Jason, I wanted to bring you in to talk about the reason you were on the last time was you had a fantastic giveaway, a parent child ticket, and there was a guy, you and Big Baz had donated the tickets. And there was a guy for the huddle board donated a Celtic jersey, Celtic strip for a kid.
Yeah.
And we had 2 or 3 people come in. We obviously went to the first guy. So Jason, if you just want to sort of explain whatnot.
Well, we actually had a lot more than that.
Oh, did we?
On the huddle board, there was a load of guys like PM and stuff. So. Aye, but it was just one of the things with the spare ticket for the PSG game, and we put it up on the show last week, and we got contacted with a lad, and I met him on Friday after work, just delighted to hand the tickets over and wee Brucey bonus for him and stuff, and get a strip for his wee boy, and the guy was absolutely over the moon, so delighted to help somebody out, and hopefully we can get a result from tomorrow night. So he sent us a wee picture of his son with the Celtic strip on the day and that, so happy days. It's good that you can do a wee bit. And so between me and Baz and the boy Brian on the huddle board, we gave the guy a cracking wee gift, and happy days. And it's just it's one of these things, you know. We just thought last week Baz was away in body and he wasn't using them for the game tomorrow night, and he just says if they could go to somebody that would otherwise not be able to get to the game and just try and make a wee bit of difference, and it kind of snowballed for there, and getting the board contacting and stuff. So it was great to meet the guy as well, and just a lovely fella, and he was just so thankful that he got the tickets and stuff like that, and just really appreciated it. So happy days, and it's good that Celtic supporters can do that, you know, and so that was it. So just really delighted. It's went to a good guy, went to a good home, and he was over the moon with him. So happy days, mate. And all thanks to the show, because obviously he listens to the show, and that's where it came from.
Nice one. Me and Joe sold our ticket. So.
Most folk would.
To be fair, we left it with supporters bus in Alloa, who look after us, and they were looking for tickets, so we just left it on that bus there. Because we couldn't make. I've not got the fucking holidays, man. Do you know what I mean? It's the same with Joe. He's back at uni like yourself, Paul. So it's midweek, man. It's 2 days off your work, really. Like, do you know what I mean? And whatnot, 2 days off studying, so I'm only going to the Bayern Munich game, Joe's going to the Anderlecht game, and we left the PSG ticket on the Roy Milne bus. Usually be going, obviously.
I can't wait, man. I'm just I'm buzzing. I'm against the Champions League in the principle what it stands for. It's just a joke, but once the time comes round and it comes to that time again, it is the bloody only show in town. Mm-hmm. And obviously it's the way that UEFA's marketed it and stuff like that, and I'm totally against all that stuff, but at the end of the day, Guinea, it's just we've all sort of get brainwashed into it. But tomorrow night there'll be no better place in world football to be than Celtic Park.
Right, let's stick a pin in that for a minute, right, and we'll go back to Friday night first, and then we'll move on to the PSG game, right? And also later on the show tonight, we'll be doing the raffle for the football aid. I've got a number generator on my iPad, right? and then I'll put it up we'll go live on Facebook Live in the HomeBhoys Facebook group. But the generator is a bit of a fucking... I tried 3 or 4, and I can't get one that's like, numbers spinning and all that, and it lands on one or anything, do you know what I mean? You just push a button and a number comes up. So it's a bit of an anticlimax, if you know what I mean.
Do you need program in for how many numbers?
Aye, like you'll see this, it says 1 to 400, and then there's a question mark, you hit generate, and then a number just comes up. It's not like numbers spin or all that, like, you know what I mean? So everybody's like, that's my number, do you know what I mean? It's not like the fucking Wheel of Fortune or that, or the big rickety wheel that the Lost Boys had. But so we'll do that there. But somebody's going to walk away for the show tonight with that prize for Football Aid, and also there'll be a sum of money, which we don't know what that'll be yet, to go to their charity, their choice, because we've still not bought any of the equipment or that, because I was still getting all the money in, and then the time transferring it for PayPal to the bank and all that. So that's kind of most of it's in about the last few quid in actually yesterday, and that's been transferred now to my bank, and then we'll get the equipment bought that we need, and then we'll know how much is. But there'll be a few hundred quid to go to the charity as well, and obviously the Football Aid's a fucking massive prize. But anyway, we'll come on to that. So Paul, you were the only one of the 3 of us. It should have been 2 of us because Joe would have been there, but you were at the game obviously on Friday. You never met Joe, did you? Did you see Joe?
No, I never seen him.
He travelled up on a supporters bus, I think.
Well, he went in the Lisbon Lions bus to George Square.
Aye.
Bus. Aye.
Do you know what was weird? A mate of mine, remember I was talking about him on the bonus podcast, the guy that does the ground hopping?
Aye.
He planned to go to Celtic Hamilton on a Friday night, and then he was going to Murrayfield on the Saturday. So that was 2 grounds for him to check into, and he could not get a ticket for the Hamilton Celtic game. Aye. Even though he's coming over as a neutral, I suppose, he'd have took a ticket anywhere. But there's no general sale at all in Hamilton's.
No.
So, but they've got all these seats are empty in that main stand.
Aye. Pretty bizarre, like it was very noticeable how empty it was, and then even more empty when the third goal went in. You know, it was like half them got up and left. And it was quite funny because people were on us straight away, we could come in the car for tickets and whatever. And as we go into the sort of bit between the behind the goal stand and the sort of gazebo thing they've got, I saw there's a Reiki tickets up there, and it wasn't. It was actually people standing holding money, which I've never seen before at Douglas Park, like, you know, or New Douglas Park, whatever. But it does show you. I mean, Jason will tell you the demand at Celtic now is incredible for tickets, you know, and it's even Kilmarnock. I mean, Christ, Rugby Park, when we struggle there, I know tons of people couldn't get a ticket for Rugby Park, and it is quite bizarre when you see empty stands around you and all that and whatever. But
how do you buy a ticket if you're a Hamilton fan?
I don't know. To be
honest, just got by one.
But I mean, it seemed to me that there was no public or general sale online, certainly, of the tickets, obviously because they didn't want Celtic fans just buying them. But what's to stop Celtic fans just walking up and buying them?
See, I mean, there's a few grounds I've been to where Celtic have played, and I could buy a ticket for any one of the grounds anytime, no matter who they were playing now, because I'm registered as online, you know, with as buying one previous, which I think is the thing. I'm not really sure if that's the case with all clubs or whatever, but certainly for certain clubs I could certainly do that, no bother at all. But it does kind of, you know, because you have got, like, if you were a wee bit more flexible, you could have pushed the Hamilton fans towards one side or the other of the stand and then just slammed another section of Celtic fans in there, because bear in mind Celtic have got a quarter of the main stand, all behind the goals, and all that gazebo thing as well, so, and there's still probably 1,000 people outside trying to get tickets, so.
It's just weird that in this day and age, right, there's not going to be any bother between Hamilton and Celtic fans, obviously.
No.
Right? In this day and age, and clubs are always going on about money and the finances of the game, that there's people willing to pay money into a game, and there's hundreds and hundreds of empty seats. It's just one of these bizarre things.
Exactly, and 20 odd quid a ticket and see 1,000 people outside. I mean, look at the money they're losing.
I mean, imagine that guy coming firing and he can't get a fucking ticket in the season. And do you know who he went to see instead? The Friday. Stirling University versus East Stirling at the Falkirk Stadium.
Fucking hell. Feeling the guy there.
I mean, you look at Kilmarnock as well. I mean, that main stand at Kilmarnock, there's nobody in it.
No.
You know, we've got the two. It's only, don't get me wrong, it's only recently that we've been selling out the two sides. You know, but since Brendan Rodgers came, we could sell out the fully Rugby Park.
Right.
You know, and it's just like they should be maximising the revenue nowadays. You know, because it's like it's a gold mine whenever Celtic play now. Every Celtic away game is sold out now. Every one. It used to be Kilmarnock and Motherwell and ones like that you would be okay with. But every single Celtic game now is sold out. Aberdeen, that's going to be a disaster for tickets because they're no relenting and still giving us that wee stupid bit. I think the Hearts, correct me if I'm wrong, Paul, they're going to give us the full of the Gorgie Road this year.
Right,
sorry, the Wheatfield or whatever it is, the Wheatfield stand. They're back to giving us the full stand because they've got more capacity, so that'll not be as bad. But every game now is going to be, and when you're ramping up to the 10 in a row, it's just going to get worse every year. Right.
Although I think Hibs might have lessened the demand.
Aye, well,
in the last hour.
The fans should be getting together and just fucking duking that place, don't you?
Somebody's saying...
It's fans on Facebook and they're fucking disgusted.
Aye, see, yeah.
What? Wait, I missed that. I was reading the chat room. What were you saying?
I'm saying Hibs released a statement saying they didn't want an inquiry just in the last hour, so...
Yeah, this is for the board, like no fans, obviously.
Well, this is, I mean, Rod Peachey's about to be the next president of the SFA, so, you know, it's obviously like his bread and butter though, but, and, you know, like my position is, same with Aberdeen, like, they know the club, Peachey, Stuart Milne, the fans of the club, and as Jason says, same as me, Twitter, Facebook, timeline, all the Hib fans I know are absolutely gone ballistic, like, you know, because it just came out in nowhere, like, suddenly, boom, you know, and so...
You know what, like, see the one with Milne, I mean, he knows how the Aberdeen fans feel, right? And it just leads me to believe, well, what's this cunt got to hide?
Well, that's it. I think the question there is whose pocket is he in? You know, and what banks fucking does he owe money to be? I think that's him, because, as you say, like, I didn't have the character to be able to do something like he did, in terms of being able to take the abuse you know you're going to take. You know, because there's the absolute, I mean, to put too fine a point in it, there's no love lost between Aberdeen fans and Huns.
Oh.
So to come out and supposedly speak for your club and basically say, nah, let's move on, whitewash, it's staggering. So you have to wonder just how much in the pocket is of somebody else, like, you know.
Right.
I can see these Aberdeen fans revolting with this.
Mm-hmm.
They despise them. And it's, I mean, he's fucking spatter off in a blue strip.
I was just going to say that,
they're just, I mean, Hibs and Aberdeen are just a laughing stock.
Exactly, and Hibs, oh Christ, the relationship with Sethco, I mean, Jesus fuck, I mean, it's toxic. You know, you had fucking Huns the night before Hibs with Ibrox, vowing to attack them and vowing to do this and all this nonsense. Absolutely toxic, and then it's like, oh, by the way though, you know, see the Oco, we'll just move on for that. I mean, Hibs fans were just like, fucking, what, I mean, just, even in terms of just everything else, what a massive PR disaster for them.
Yeah.
You know, it's frightening, but it's got Rod Peachey. You know, this is a guy who stood on the steps, he fucking handed a month ago and says, by the way, we wrote SPFL pushing for an inquiry and all that kind of thing. Now he's come out and says, well, no, actually, no. You know, it's, and as Hibs fans have pointed out to me, he says they wait till they got the fucking season ticket money and then they say it.
somebody should make a documentary about this.
Does he know a house builder in the central belt of Scotland? The him, some mentioned.
Well, that's Stuart Milne.
Is it Stuart Milne? Right.
Mm-hmm.
Aye, because obviously there's vested interest there, because who their clientele would be.
Right.
But, it's bizarre.
But Peachey, I mean, Peachey has always been despised by Hibs fans. I mean, they see the damage that guy's done to that football club. Like, you know, one of their best teams ever, he sold a lot because they were all in debt. Then he piled the club into debt again and got lucky because they sold the land behind the East Stand at East Liverpool for £10 million and got bailed out. We've got Tom Farmer there, who's made an absolute fortune at the club. 25, 26 million at the last count. And, you know, it had to be basically told to stand aside to let Dempster come in and salvage it after bringing, it was his decision to bring in Terry fucking Butcher. You know, that relegated them, and he is like building the China shop again, putting his own self-preservation in front of the wishes of their support, who, you know, you could walk into, anybody knows, you walk into any boozer in fucking Leith, do you want fucking the SFA investigated? Fucking absolutely they do, you know?
The whole thing just fucking stinks, man. Do you know what I mean? It's so fucking obvious that they're hiding what went on, and I don't know, I think Celtic just need to keep pushing it. I mean, see what's like that Chris McLaughlin fucking clown saying fans, there's big groups of fans that are there's people tired maybe talking about Rangers and all the rest of it, but I think I do believe this is a different thing. This is more about the SFA than anything else. That's the way I see it. And it's about time these fucking pricks were brought to their knees and the corruption shown for what it is.
Well, you would think surely that if somebody says we think there should be an inquiry, and then the other people say, no, we didn't, then the press would go, why not? But instead the press are like, oh, this is all a Celtic thing, which is absolutely rubbish, because the SPFL board initially were the ones to say that, and that's Anne Podge, and Peter Lowell's not even on the fucking SPFL board. But it's, you know, it's just like, why can we, and honestly, see some of the shite I've had thrown at me from people who should know better, like journalists and all that, fucking trying to equate Rangers fucking cheating with things like Celtic, Dermot Desmond bankrolling Celtic and that. I'm like, how's that the same fucking thing? That's the same advantage and all this fucking nonsense. The bottom line is, all people are saying is, we believe your governance was wrong in the time of this. Now, I think, and I've said this to every one who's contacted me today, this has exploded because in 2012, the media decided we were going to ignore the fact that Rangers were liquidated after they were. And eventually, that was like a balloon getting bigger and bigger and bigger. It was going to burst at one time. And I think once all the facts came out of the Supreme Court and the Craig White trial, who, let's remind listeners once again, is sin died to Scottish football despite being found not guilty of anything at all. Yet, Paul Murray, Alistair Johnson, Dave King, we were all no co-Rangers, they're still involved in Scottish football. And then the Supreme Court ratified the fact that the EBT scheme they'd done it was illegal. And people were like, right, okay, so what's happening? And then they turned to say, well, the case the answer. Well, what the fuck? I mean, it just sticks in the throat, and it is, unfortunately, I think, and I spoke to a lot of guys, Jason, people like that, it makes guys like us, and women like us, who fucking go every week, have a question to ask, which is, how long do you keep going? How long do you just go, you know what, I've fucking had enough? Because I know guys who have had enough, and I've just stopped going. And it's not, and you know, and I'm glad that Celtic have kind of put out all the stuff that they put to SFA and kind of calmed the fears of the fans that you've done fuck all and all the rest of it and blah 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 blah. And I still think they should be pushing harder, as half per se. But it is absolutely fucking laughable where questions are asked and you say Harper, that Chris McLaughlin was, is the government, do you want a fucking inquiry into the governance of the SFA? And clubs are like saying, no, absolutely not. Why no? Like, what's the reason? The only reason you know fucking want an inquiry is because you're up to your neck in it.
And do you know something else where they keep saying like Celtic need other clubs to back them in this? Well, why do we? We are fucking, we're being arrogant. We pay for Scottish football. Do you know what I mean? It's so fucking money that's paid for all this, like, you know? And all the fans are behind it, all the clubs. Even some of the fucking Huns, well, you know what fucking went on. So, I mean, Scottish football fans are Scottish football. To me, Celtic are the fucking most powerful club in the fucking country. So, if we need that, and all the fans are behind us, it doesn't really matter to me what the fucking likes of Milne and Petrie say. But, I don't know, you know yourselves, it's fucking, the whole world's fucking corrupt these days. You know what I mean? It doesn't seem like you get any fair anything.
Well, what was it, 2 weeks ago we gave them all 300 grand qualifying for the Champions League? Right. And there's the thanks you get. And it's amazing, like, I've seen Ewan Murray coming out and says, Aberdeen didn't want us. Well, that's Milne, and whoever reasonable, okay? Hibs didn't want it, Petrie, SFA, Huns, obvious, Kilmarnock, fucking who abstained in the vote in 2012. There's no surprise here. I mean, Celtic have always stood alone in everything in Scottish football. But the problem is now is that this is they've tried the media. So basically what's happening is the Scottish SFA had Darryl Broadfoot as a PR guy for years, and now he's left and he's joined a company called Frame, very much similar to what Jim Traynor done. It's gets a gig back at the SFA, and now he's on a retainer with the SFA to basically handle this and the child abuse thing that was in the coaches of Scottish football and the SFA and all that, right? Mm-hmm. So he's the one firing out all the statements. He's the one trying to make this a Celtic v Rangers fucking thing, which it isn't. This isn't a Celtic v Rangers thing. It's a justice versus corruption thing. It's as simple as that. And that is the question people need to focus on, because Reagan's going to come out and say it's only Celtic who want this, which is absolute rubbish. Celtic, the SPFL board got a letter saying they wanted this. Celtic didn't have any representation on the SPFL board. And people can say, well, Peter Lawwell does this. If they want to believe Peter Lawwell controls fucking Anne Budge and all the rest of it, fine. But he doesn't. He just doesn't. So, that's the bottom line. And the question just people need to keep asking Stuart Regan constantly is, why do you not want an inquiry? If you're so clean, if you're so fucking transparent, what have you got to hide? What have you got to lose? You'd shut Celtic up forever. But no, it's Casey, no, didn't want it, cost us this, cost us that. It's cost all us fans about 20 grand each watching a big league. Never mind the fucking money they need to pay for the inquiry. So it's up to them to prove that this game is. And the bottom line is, as you say to it, Harper, we all know why they didn't want an inquiry. Because they're fucking up their neck in it. And I include Darryl Broadfoot and Regan and all these fucking half-wits. I'll give you one aside. I've seen the letter that Stuart Regan sent all the football clubs in the top flight of the SPFL in June 2012, where he basically made a list of demands, among which was, of course, we need to parachute the Nuco into the top flight, or at the very worst, the Championship, and you need to do this, you need to convince your fans. That's the arrogance of the man. You know what I mean? And he's not a fucking clue. And I also think, and I'll open this up to Jason, because he's got an insight in the kind of business he does. I think one of the main reasons Stuart Regan is still there and is still stringing the suit is there's absolutely nowhere in the world else that he would get a job that paid this much or a profile that had this much. He's a fucking nobody. He's done nothing before, and he'll sing it. But so for him to drag out, gets the big money, gets the big profile, blah 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 blah. But in reality, the man's a fucking incompetent fucking fool.
I just think the full organisation just stinks of incompetence, and it is the corruption, and it's like, see, I don't really take to do it, or I'm a bit of a simpleton football fan, I just like going to the games, but you need to be an alien not to take a kind of interest in this. So, for one, I would expect Motherwell to back Celtic, because they're like fan ownership, so you would think to yourself, so they've not got a Petrie or a Milne or whatever to make the decisions. You would think Motherwell would think Anne Budge, she seems as if she's alright, she would sort of back it. I thought Aberdeen would have, and I thought Hibs would have, because obviously with the feeling with their fans and stuff, but I'm just glad that Celtic came out with the statement, and then, because I would have been raging if Celtic had said, just want to move on with things. But you're right, it's not to do with Rangers, it's not, I mean, a lot of Rangers fans hate the SFA and hate the SPFL, how they were treated. So I think some of them would want to find out, but it just reeks of fucking. It's very, very corrupt. But I think you're right. See, with Stuart Regan, Neil Doncaster, and things like that, they just want to hang out and have a job as long as they can, because at the end they're not going to face any criminal inquiry. Do you know what I mean? It's just going to, at the end, the very worst is they'll lose their job. Do you know what I mean? Or they'll be given a pension. So they're looking to hang this out, because you're right, they'll not go into any industry apart from this that they can earn that kind of boodle that they're getting week in, week out, and it just stinks of incompetence. But it's all this behind closed door stuff that fans don't know about, and it's all this. There must be loads of shit that would get uncovered if it was a totally independent inquiry. If you get guys in with no interest in Scottish football at all, and it was like an independent company that just had to get in, they'd carte blanche, and they'd access to all the files, and they'd access to everything, I think it would probably frighten a lot of people, the stuff that they would find there. And I think, see, a lot of it probably isn't, like, a lot of it, this might be controversial, but I think a lot of it maybe wouldn't be like deemed as like fraud, or deemed as like they were deliberately trying to sort of rig the game. I think a lot of it would just be utter incompetence, and it would be them maybe trying to cover their tracks just because they're absolute shit at their job. You know, because you look at the SFA must be pointless, because obviously Scotland's not been in any World Cups or European Championships for the best part of 20 years. So you would say to yourself, these there isn't a lot of money coming into the SFA. So you'd say to yourself, they would obviously, they'd maybe make some wrong decisions, and maybe there is kind of fraudulent activity going on within there. I don't know, but I don't know how all that shit works. But at the end of the day, we are ran, I've said for years, we're ran like a bloody bowling club. Well, guys.
I totally agree with that. And also, I think that all this comes back down to one thing, is they had the opportunity in 2012 to recognise that it was a new club, as Sefco did, to say, like, we could rid ourselves of sectarianism, blah, 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 blah. And for West not themselves, and Reagan was like, no, we have to pretend that this Tribute Act is that same football club because we need the money. And that was it. And inevitably, that was going to, the truth always outs in the end. And I think, the SFA clearly knew about the EBT scheme long before HMRC did, that's. So they're obviously going to have to cover their arse from that perspective. One of the fundamental things that has changed, I think, in the narrative is that we've kind of, as supporters, not just Celtic but other clubs, have managed to make people realise that we do not want the trophies that they won. We simply want an acknowledgement that they were gained illegally. That goes across the board. And however many people try and change that narrative or whatever, that has to be the bottom line, because that's the bottom line that happened with Lance Armstrong and fucking Juventus and AC Milan and all that kind of thing. And that to me is the only thing that will make this game move on. Whereas I genuinely believe that in 2012 what they did, and Reagan kind of hinted at it in his speech when he said there would be social unrest with our Rangers in Scotland. And that might well be true, and I just think he picked the lowest common denominator, so the least hassle we'll get is if we pretend that they are still a club, whereas if we don't, then they will come after us. And I mean, they were already marching towards Hampden, thousands of them and all that kind of thing. But now, we're in a position where it's, I think the big picture on this is that the SPFL want to take over the SFA and ultimately disband the SFA, which I think would be a good thing for the game, because it's something that's, we used to have 3 organisations in Scotland, now we've got 2. For a country this small to have 2 football organisations is an absolute fucking joke, like. Yeah. And especially, and I 100% agree with you, Jason, especially when they're all run by fucking committees with that bowling club mentality. Fucking key janglers and fucking blazers and all these fucking wanks.
Aye.
Stop about, we need to get rid of all these fucking happens.
And you get all guys like chairman of Brecon City and stuff like that. You're saying to yourself, what's going on here? Aye. Fucking.
I mean, it reminds me. I heard a story years and years ago about Derek Dugan, the famous North Ireland football player. And he was, I can't for the life of me remember the non-league club that he was in charge of. But at that time, the English League elected you into the league, and he didn't just get promoted.
Right.
So his team was going to get elected, and it was all these, fucking pork preachers and bakers and fucking all that. And they're like, we'll let them in with baker subs and all that kind of thing. And in a fucking act, of staggering arrogance, Derek Dugan sent them all a gold pen. He signed them into the league. And they were all like, the fuck does he think he is? And then fucking scrubbed the fucking election. You know what I mean? And that is basically how the SAP is, well, as you say. Like, David Wall ends up almost at the top of fucking FIFA UEFA. And he was a Brecon City fucking chairman. I know. It's just like, what the fuck is going on here? I mean, they're better than junior clubs.
Well, that's it. See, at the end of the day, the junior league's probably ran better than the professional game. Mm-hmm. There's probably more integrity in the junior game. But an interesting thing before we move on, see how Peter Law voted on it, whatever, at UEFA last week. I just clicked on the link and I actually showed you the existing sort of board members or whatever in Peter Law's field. The chairman of Legia Warsaw is well up there. Imagine him walking into the meetings yesterday and answering the most recent display. Fucking applying for best boys,
The one thing Legia Warsaw's done for Celtic, apart from obviously cheating to get us into the league, was every time somebody moans about anything that happens at a Celtic European game, you just click on any YouTube video for Legia Warsaw the last 5 years and say, look at that, mate. Whatever, it will be fine.
see, the last thing I would say on it is that I don't think this is something that's going to go away anytime soon. And to me, like, I can't remember the name of the BBC journalist that done the EBT
Mark Daly.
Right, so to me, right, this story has the sniffing of this story has sort of. I think there could be as big a story here as that EBT story. To be fair, you could blow Scottish football wide open, and to me, any good investigative journalist worth their salt should be fucking creaming themselves to get stuck into this.
I think you go back to the days of Jim Farry and stuff like that. You know, it's there for all to see. You know, and then you look at Gordon Smith. You know, Gordon Smith on there, and then your man Campbell Ogilvie, who failed at Rangers, then Hearts as well, and it's like it's just all that club mentality and them all looking after each other. And aye, without a doubt, there must be all sorts of shenanigans going on there. At the end of the day, I have no idea what goes on there, but I don't think MD's got an idea. And these guys had carte blanche to operate behind a closed door, but they didn't have to report to anybody because it was all within their own wee sanctus meetings. And just it's just I think, and these guys they're actually dictating the way the game that we's following, give our hard-earned cash over is ran, and the way it's governed, and it kind of it's a bit bonkers when you think about it. But I think that when it goes up the tree, I think UEFA's are corrupt as well. FIFA's corrupt. You know, so the kind of the split on a worldwide basis is.
Well, I tell you, right, and I never seen this really get picked up on, right, but I'm sitting watching the Champions League draw for the group stage, and it's usually everybody sits there when you watch it, you're like, fucking get on with it, they're talking all shite. And then, of course, it hits you that Shakhtar Donetsk and fucking Spartak Moscow are now in pot one. And I'm like, alright, and they can't play each other, and now they're in pot one, right, okay. And then he's like, and the European Cup finals will be in Kiev. I'm like, alright, aye. I'm thinking, and the fucking finals of the World Cup are in Russia, aren't they? Right. And just think, what the fuck? You know, how is all of a sudden, like, fucking Russia and Ukraine fucking getting everything? Aye. Like Scotland and England, as examples, right? Fucking football daft for 150 fucking years. How many World Cups or fucking European finals did we actually get? They're getting all the same fucking thing. I mean, it's just staggering. And then, of course, Qatar. It's staggering the fucking corruption that goes on. Like.
Aye, absolutely. I totally agree. You know, I totally agree. I mean, the Qatar one is especially how many fucking pockets get greased to get that one. And you go there in the summer and it's fucking 50 degrees. They're playing a national tournament. It's just, it is incredible. But it's, I mean, you look at Messi as well and these tax avoidance or whatever he's doing in Barcelona, and they're just getting away with it. You know, it's like financial fair play with PSG.
I would love somebody to come on the show one night and actually explain financial fair play to me, because if PSG can spend 200 million quid on one player, how the fuck does it work? I mean, you had Ronaldo there, 6 weeks ago, tax fucking, we're investigating about tax. Next thing he says, I'm going to leave. I'm leaving, like, and then all of a sudden, he's staying, and it all just went away.
Aye. We're playing a team tomorrow night that's got a forward line of 283 million quid. 283 million quid.
They've spent more in 2 or 3 players than Celtic spent in entire history.
Aye.
I think somebody worked out Celtic spent something like around 150 million in their entire history in players.
Right.
When you think it, like, it's fucking madness.
I know.
Right, let's move on a wee bit. There's loads of comments in the chat room, but we didn't want to stay on this all night. I think we've all got our views, we all know what we think. But back to the football then, back to the Hamilton game. One quick thing I was going to say is, right, see that Hamilton Stadium, right? When there's no footballers, they got lions and gladiators in there. What the fuck is the stand so high up off the pitch for? All the way fucking round, it's as if they didn't want the lions to jump up and get the folk watching. What the fuck is that all about?
And then you just get random guys standing eating pies just on the byline. You know, you get into the toilet, you can just actually, when you're there, you can step down the stairs, go to the toilet, and you can just go right and stand like at the halfway line, just watch it again.
That's bizarre as fuck, man.
Aye.
Who designed that? Why does the stand go to be 20 feet off the ground?
I know.
Oh, it's fucking mad. I was something I'll be laughing myself last. I must remember bringing that up in the show. But back to the game. How good was it? I mean, Jason, Paul, you were at the game. Jason, you obviously watched it. I think you were lived in Liverpool by that time.
Aye.
I watched it at home. fucking hell, man, breathtaking at times.
Amazing.
You look at that lineup, right, with three at the back, and you think it gave us so much. It gave you that extra player, because obviously Paddy Roberts playing and James Forrest with the new boy Edouard and Sinclair, and then you've got McGregor in the midfield, Armstrong. You're just thinking, fucking hell, man, the attack after attack. And if you like, that was the essence of playing football the Glasgow Celtic way. It was so fast and zipping and pass and boom boom, and you're in for another chance. It was fucking, you could have watched it all night. Obviously we took our foot off the gas a wee bit in the second half, and that's fair enough, because you've got fucking a massive game coming on Tuesday night, and players around the human, they have one eye on that. But I mean, Paul, what was it like at the game? Obviously you get a different sort of perspective, but to me it was just like fucking wave after wave of attack. Hamilton just looked shell-shocked.
I mean, I think there's a really confidence, especially when you go to away games, because you're thinking, right, teams have to come out now and again against us, and that suits us perfectly. I think having Semirovic back was a real bonus. You see the way he steps out and creates play and stuff like that. When he had obviously Tierney loosely behind him, so he could do that. As you see, the kind of front six players, not just the quality of them, but the way they're able to mix it up, change positions, must be an absolute nightmare to mark. And it felt like we were going to score out and went up the pitch. Some of the touches, I mean, Patrick Roberts obviously some phenomenal touches. Some of the passing was fantastic. And that's where, you know, a new guy is your top striker at 19-year-olds, and he looked fantastic. You know, I was watching him, you know, pretty much throughout the game, and the runs he was making, and fucking the movement, the way he was drawing defenders to the ball. I'm thinking, this guy's got to be a fucking superstar.
He knows what he's done.
Aye, definitely. Sinclair, I mean, he could have won the Golden Boot already. The amount of chances he's had, fucking goals he scored already.
And he's not even anywhere near the top gear, like.
No, not at all. I mean, it's you know, it's kind of like. After the 1-0 draw against St Johnstone, if you're like, oh fuck, drop points, whatever, it's like you can tell it, like, nah, we need to send out a message here, and that's what they did, like, you know. And I thought it was scintillating. It's just brilliant. It's brilliant watching Celtic now. Brilliant being a Celtic support, going to the games. You know, everybody's bouncing. Fucking. I mean, I was in that fucking gazebo thing, and that's an absolute nightmare. Like, I mean, honestly, I think you could stop at IKEA and build a better stand than that in fucking White Doon. But none of that bothers you when you're watching the Celtic team, like, you know, because you know, in the past where you're like, oh fuck, it's a plastic pitch, no, this pitch. That was just like, well, that'll make it easier to play football. And it's clear Brendan Rodgers kind of tried to put all the football players in the team to do just that. And as you see, wave upon wavy attacks. I mean, I think it was summed up, you know, before Armstrong's first goal, I think we had about 4 chances. Keep going, and then eventually, and it's the way that they're putting it in. They're expecting to score. You know, I mean, you look at the Scott Sinclair first goal, and you think, what happened there? Nobody else moved apart from him. But he's gave the goalie the eyes, and suddenly the ball's on the other side, and you're 2-0 up. It's game over. And it was good. And just as a final aside as well, it was good to completely rip the piss out of Dougie Imrie. He got absolute dog's abuse for the 70 odd minutes that he was on, because he's obviously a rabid Hun. You can tell the way he plays against us and that. So, but no, it was fantastic, and you know, it was a real confidence boost for Tuesday as well. You know, certainly with the attacking players in scintillating form, and you know, with the options as well. You know, you're talking Nate Griffiths, Nate Dembele, Johnny Hayes on the bench. You know, Ben Yu on the bench, people like that. I mean, there's Tom Rodgick. I mean, so many options. You know, so it really is. And it's good to see Brendan keeps talking about, you know, we're building something here. And, you know, it just augurs well for the future, because as you say that, but we're just in first gear at the minute. You know, there's certainly can go up the gears for now.
Jason, one of the things I found real interesting in the game, playing that back three. Now, it feels like we could play that formation against every team in Scotland, and won games fucking 5-1 and 5-2 and whatnot. I don't know, but the thing about Tierney, right, maybe sort of curtailed him a wee bit for going forward, but he seems to have added this fucking quarterback fucking role to his game, where you describe where he's launching balls at the top to fucking precision for guys to run onto. This is something he's added this season.
The one to Sinclair, where Sinclair could have got his hat-trick. Inch perfect, you know. But and it's, Do you know what? See when the team get announced, we were nearly at my mate's split, and Ellie's got the Twitter, and so the team get announced. I'm like, so who's the other defender? No, because you've just got this thing, play with two central defenders and two wing backs. And Ellie's like, no, it's all the midfielders. And you're looking at, I couldn't wait to watch the game, because it's like, you say, this is something new. Because that's the first time we've I can't really remember him playing that formation.
No, for the start anyway.
Not for the start. He's obviously changed it into that, but it was a treat to watch. But Martin Cannon, obviously, if he set Hamilton up with their game plan, he wouldn't have picked that team. Hamilton would have been set up to face a different type.
Aye.
Paul mentioned that with their midfield options, you've got McGregor, you've got Armstrong, Sinclair, Forrest, and Paddy Roberts. Jesus. How do you defend that? And obviously with Scott Brown sitting behind him, but the young boy Edouard, bloody how good does he look? 19-year-old, oh for God's sake. Everyone he looked a wee bit raw. The one that for Sinclair's goal, he's kind of took an extra touch and the guy got a good foot in and the ball went to Sinclair. But the way Sinclair put it away, he just gives the goal of the eye the wrong way, because I thought it was actually a deflection. I seen it replayed and he's just passed into the side of the net. But Sinclair the now is absolutely on fire. I would say potentially he's our best player the now. Sinclair is just like he's starting to be like the Henrik Larsson type for me. Mm-hmm. When he's in front of goal, you're just knowing it's going to be a goal. It's like I'm not putting him in Larsson's bracket. Obviously, he's untouchable, but it's that kind of way. See, like with George Cadetti, the way you felt like it. See if Sinclair's bearing down in the goal, you're thinking he's going to put the ball away. And it's like he's that confident now. And this time, but having Paddy Roberts back, bloody hell! I was raging. I was missing the game. Do you know what I mean? Obviously, with Paddy coming back, and then the young boy Edouard up front. They're the games you want to go to when you see some new talent. But it's unbelievable. And as you say, when you're looking at the bench, you've got Adam Cham, you've got Hayes, Tam Rogic. He can't get a game to it. And it's just fucking frightening. But even McGregor, his work rate is phenomenal. And it's just, Celtic now, I ended up with that big thread on the page about this team is the best Celtic team ever in my life. I just go to the games now and I'm just in heaven watching it. And I would say this is a better team than Martin O'Neill's, even when we won the treble under Martin O'Neill. Martin O'Neill had better players, but I'd say this is a better team. And the work ethic with these guys, I just think the fitness levels of them are that professional. And and see tomorrow, I'm almost I might agree with, but I think they could win tomorrow. I do it. I really do. I just think Celtic Park Champions League night magical, and we might go and get pumped 5-0. But I just think I never thought I'd see these days again watching Celtic when you're watching a team as good as that. And it was so far removed when we draw the dial as a manager. And see now, Rodgers has got a belief in their guys. They believe they're invincible. That team. And did you hear McGregor's interview? I don't know what he was getting interviewed in. He sat down and they spoke about PSG. He says, at the end of the day, they're fantastic players. But he says, this is what you bring me putting up against. But he says, we're good players as well. He says, don't think we're going to be going there to watch what PSG are going to be doing. He says, we're out there to perform on the biggest stage in the world, and we're out there to put a performance on. And he says, we're looking at sort of make a mark, and you're like, on you go, wee man. If you turn up just to make the numbers up, you're getting pumped. But I think Brendan Rodgers he's installed some mad belief in this team that they just believe they're invincible, and it just could be one of the magical nights tomorrow night. But I just think they've got that many bloody options. What's the team going to be tomorrow night? I don't think Kenny's could pick it.
No. The thing is about, we said it last show, it's probably the best time to play PSG, because obviously they're fantastic players, but they've not played together that many times. It's early in the season, so I don't know. To me, obviously I'm a wee bit biased, but I think this is the glamour tie to kick off the Champions League. Paris Saint-Germain playing at fucking Celtic Park. We have the reputation of being the best atmosphere in Europe. I don't think that's just us to say that. think everybody who comes to Celtic say it. All the fucking television fucking people, they all say it. And from Neymar and your man fucking Mbappe, whatever you call him, that is the glamour tie to open the Champions League. All eyes in Europe and other parts of the world will be in Glasgow.
Yep. And at the end of the day, it's like, it's madness now. If anybody's listening to this that's not a Celtic supporter, they'll be like, fucking calm down, you arsehole. But it's one of these that magical things they have at Celtic Park on European nights. And when that crowd gets going, and Cherry when they get a goal, I mean, the decibels in that stadium are absolutely bonkers. And see, these PSG players are just human. I mean, they're all shit-hot football players. But you've got 60,000 gone after nut. At the end of the day, because Neil Lennon always says, he says, there is times you can't hear anything. And you can't hear your teammates. You know, and it's like, you just hope at the end of the day they can go and get humped right. I know that they're better than us, and nobody's denying that. And I'm all set to try and get third place in the group, but you never know. You're in it to win it, and I don't think we've got a chance of winning it, but we'll certainly get our best goal.
Do you know? Sorry. Do you know? I think though you go into these games, Paul, like you have that because obviously we're fucking huge underdogs, and I think that takes the pressure off us. Because they can just go out and react to the crowd, play and enjoy it. I mean, nobody else outside Celtic fans is expecting us to do anything. So I think it takes a bit of pressure off the players, like.
Definitely, and I think also fans are at their best when they think they can get beat.
We'll be under more pressure if you and the left than the other two were playing.
Aye. Well, you've seen that happened last year, weren't they? Up to it, he's pushing you glad back at home. We'll beat these, and then we end up getting quite comfortably. So, but tomorrow, you can get 12-1 Celtic with the bookies, which is probably the most I can ever remember at home.
Aye.
And I mean, obviously, they're a fucking unbelievable side, and spent all that money and all that, but it's all the old cliches in it, 11 against 11, men against men, and all this kind of thing. So, I'm just looking forward to it. I mean, it's one of anything we get, I think, is a bonus with this game, because I'm with Jason, like, I'm third place, I think, has to be our target, in the terms of progression. But, you just never know with Celtic Park. I mean, it's certain teams have come to Celtic Park and better teams have come to Celtic Park and went away with nothing. So, it could happen, and a mate of mine from London, who one of the biggest copies ever said to me, so I'm just wondering if PSG have got the arsehole for it. And I was like, well, see the meanings are, they never had it in the new camp. I said, well, that was the new camp, not their place, but you never know with this Celtic. But the one thing I'll say is, other than the fact that we're probably missing a central defender, I couldn't think we got into this in any better shape, confidence-wise, player-wise, hunger-wise, we're a much better team than we were this time last year against Barcelona, much more experienced, and I certainly think we'll give them a game, that's for sure.
The defence does worry you, but
I would totally agree. See, if Boyata was fit, then I don't think we could be in any better shape. I think if Boyata was fit to partner Simonovic in centre of defence, I think that would be it. But I think Beaton's done well when he's put him there. I think he has, and he's like, okay, he's not like a central defender, but he's tidying the ball, and maybe his positional sense.
That's it, the positional sense.
Aye, but I think he's actually okay, and I think he's done alright. At the end of the day, your positional sense with these guys are outstanding.
That's the thing, you're against three of the best strikers in fucking the world football league.
Exactly. So, but I always think Celtic, the way we play, if we get a couple of chances in front of goal, I mean, let's face it, tomorrow night, Man City at home was a bit of a one-off, right? Because scoring 3 goals against a team of that calibre, you're just like, because they're Saturday, they put 5 past Liverpool. Do you know what I mean? So these teams, if they hit it right, they could be. PSG could effectively beat us at 8-1 tomorrow night. Do you know what I mean? If everything clicks for them, they are that good. They could run absolute riot. But I reckon we'll get about 4 chances tomorrow night, and I think if we score 2 of them, we've got a sneak. Do you know what I mean? But whether you win score 2 out of 4, you're asking quite a lot there because they've got cracking defenders as well. But I think Celtic make chances, and I think Celtic's work rate, and I think Celtic's fit. So all that kind of stuff, and plus we've got good players. We've got guys. We've got 6 or 7 goal threats in that team, which is another thing. The big boy Atta playing because he's a great goal threat. See, especially these games, you get a corner and it's bloody game on the boy Atta. But you're looking at McGregor, Armstrong, Sinclair, Paddy Roberts. You know, they're and obviously Evers playing up front. You know, if you get Griffiths. But yeah, that's like 5 top class goal threats we've got tomorrow night. You know, and then if Tom Rodgick comes off the bench, this could be the one that Johnny Russell could maybe shine. But we've got plenty of options to put the ball away. You know, and
Johnny Russell?
Johnny Russell, hang me. The outside Aberdeen.
Right. See, is there a case for? I mean, it's got to sound mad, but is there a case for starting with that 3 at the back tomorrow night, with Brown and Nitcham just sitting right in front of them to make it effectively a kind of 5?
Well, I'll say this, I don't know, I caught this discussion on Friday with Julian Lescott and the boy, what was his name? Big boy used to play for Fulham, big centre half, he was 7 feet tall, Norwegian guy, just retired, can't remember his fucking name. Anyway, and they were asked that question about can you go one-on-one with these top strikers, and they both of them busted laughing and said there's no chance, you can't do it. He said, like, if you go one-on-one with say Neymar, he's going to, even if you beat him for 95% of the game, the 5% he beats you could score a hat-trick. Right. That's why you need somebody else in there to try and cover. Now, but on the flip side of that, Harper, the problem for me is who do you bring in? Do you know? Because to me, if he does bring somebody in, it'll be Beaton.
It will be Beaton.
Because I don't think he'll trust the younger Adjar, like, but it's just a fucking shame. You feel like, you know.
Or do you go with Ralston?
No, I wouldn't.
And have Lustig in the middle?
It's one of the ones. I don't. You never know. Rodgers is the type you could maybe throw him in there. I think he's a good wee player. I think he's got a great future in front of him. But even when you were playing St Johnstone, you know, he had a couple of lapses, and that's just against St Johnstone. As Paul says, when you've got Neymar and stuff like that, it's 100% concentration the full game, or you're pumped. And I think it's a shame because a young player like that going up against somebody like that, it could be the making of them, but you could also get roasted alive.
I mean, the thing is, sometimes there's an argument for, well, they're young, they'll have no fear and all that kind of stuff, but as you say, a lot of it is a concentration, focus, and you have to have that right amount of focus to actually do it. I mean, I actually saw Ralston come off the team bus against Kilmarnock at Rugby Park, and I just could not believe how big a guy he was. Like 18-year-old, and he had the fucking 1,000-yard stare, you know. But it probably is too early.
Well, you've got the other option on the other side, obviously, but he's never featured as much. Calvin Miller and Tierney stays in the middle.
You play Tierney right back like does in Scotland.
Aye.
So, I don't know. You kind of want to put players in their position that they're comfortable in and what they play in all the time. I mean, one thing's for sure with Tierney tomorrow night, I don't think he'll be bombing up that wing as much as he would like. But
Jason, you say that, right? But we're going to have one player in there not playing their position no matter what, because it's going to be Beaton, like.
But if you move, say you put Lustig in the middle, you're taking him out, and then you're putting somebody at right back that's he's not playing every week. Right. And if you move Tierney, it's stuff like that. So with Beaton, it's one person.
I think it's going to be Beaton in there with Brown and Nitcham protecting in the front, isn't it?
Aye, because you're basically, if you do what you first suggested, you're weakening 2 positions. Weakening whoever you move out, and then obviously you're a little bit weaker because he's not centre half.
Well, Kieran Tierney can play anywhere, so no.
I mean, absolutely no doubt about it. But they're playing the 3 obviously, so you've got to outnumber them in defence. Like, I mean, fuck's sake. You can't go.
No, I agree. I'm only playing devil's advocate.
But I think with the players we've got now, on the flip side of that, we could bring Brown back and have him sitting just in front of the centre halves, and then have the other players kind of, try to play football, like, you know. Because I think what we need to do is kind of eke our way into the game a wee bit this time, you know. I mean, the Man City game I know was different. I think the fact that our English team, that factor comes into it, because they did come to us, they'd won every game, and fucking blowed everybody away in England, and blah 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 blah, Pep Guardiola, and then first 10 minutes they didn't know what to fucking hit them. Whereas I think PSG will be aware of what could happen. We'll probably try and snuff us out early to get the crowd sort of off their backs. So if we can kind of eke our way into it, but then again, we don't Barcelona. See, we talked about the 4 chances we might get. We scored 2 of them against Barcelona, probably 3. So, but you know, at the end of the day, this is why the Champions League is so fucking brilliant when you're actually at the game. I agree. I mean, all the shit around it, fucking interested. Like, I mean, I was cringing when the Celtic employees were fucking tweeting the photos of the PSG team bus today. You know, I'm like, for fuck's sake, is it not us that's playing? Like, you know, I hate all that shit. That same way they piped fucking Barcelona in last year and all that nonsense. Like, fuck that, you know, they're rivals. You know, fucking treat them like that.
I know.
But it is a fucking incredible spectacle. There's no doubt about it. Like, and this is, I mean, you know, I love the way we all sit here nonchalantly and say, it's brilliant, this and next thing. We'll all be shitting ourselves time no more. You know, fucking kind of like,
and see as well, you're saying that cricket beat us about 8-1 tomorrow. You just know 5 minutes before that when that chap went, we fucking win. You know what I mean? Absolutely no rationale behind that at all, because we shouldn't even be in the same park as them. You know, if you put it down to pounds and pence, but I was at that English Premiership at the weekend, fucking you're talking pounds and pence. How shit is that league? See the money they're spending. Bloody hell, man! I think Celtic and Spurs again. They'd fucking beat Everton. I'll tell you. Useless. But obviously you can't equate pounds and pence to ability in the park. But see, I mean, it's a top class team, but some of the football we're watching with Celtic and it's top class. And I mean, I know they keep saying you're only playing rubbish teams and stuff like that, but with the PSG beat Hamilton Accies anymore. You know what I mean? I don't think PSG are up against top class opposition week in, week out, which I think that is something I'm hanging on to as well. I mean, they're playing teams at the bottom of that French league. Some of them are pish.
I know. But even I watched all the Man City Liverpool game, and bearing in mind Liverpool manager is the guy that was supposed to do better than what Brendan Rodgers done for them. They played a high line against probably the best midfield in the league. Who can thread balls through you all day. And I'm looking at this going, is this guy fucking for real? And forget the send it off. Forget the send it off. They should have been doing before the fucking send it off.
Exactly.
No, so
they didn't change it. And you're like that Glenn and that young boy that plays up front. The two of them, it was as if it was like a bounce game with the two of them.
They're running ragged. You've got Kevin De Bruyne and fucking David Silva who will just pass through you all day, and you're like, oh, let's make it even easier for them. Oh, fucking mental. Absolutely mental. And then Man United in the fucking half 5, I mean, they're just going for brute force. That's the whole fucking game now. Fucking on that
just like Kaku up front, balls up to but when you look, I mean, that Everton Spurs game, honest, that Everton, when you're looking at guys, 40 million they're paying for midfielders, their goalie, he was suffering off. It was like 11 guys that didn't know each other. Spurs could have won about 8-0. And Spurs are a good side. Don't take that away from them. They're like a top 3 team with no bother. But fucking Everton are woeful. That's probably the worst Everton performance I've ever seen.
Well, you see with Harry Kane, he's gone there low in confidence, not scored the goal, blah blah blah, and then he just gets gifted. It's a fluke and then a gift, you know.
One start of the second half, I know. So they score one at the end of the first half, one at the start of the second half. That's the game finish. It's a crossed ball, but you've got to look at the goal, but I suppose maybe it's just a goal fluke, you know, the back post. But hey, by the way, Everton were lucky because they scored about another 6. And you just sit and watching that, and you're just like, fucking, this is awful. Well, it's just like
the so-called Super Sunday yesterday. Fucking, what was it, Burnley against some cunt, and then fucking Swansea Newcastle. It's just like, give me a fucking break. And then even the night, West Ham against Huddersfield, 0-0 at half time, like you're like,
the thing is, they wouldn't be allowed to slag that. See, like them sitting in the studio, they'll be told they need to talk that up, you know, because it's a worldwide brand. You know what I mean? There was not a ticket for. I was meeting a wee Irish guy. A guy contacted me on Twitter about his son. Celtic supporters to Ireland, and he said, "Could you get my son 2 tickets?" So I got them and I met him in town. And when I pulled the tickets out of my back pocket, all these cockneys come right on the books. Yeah, it's 2 tickets, mate. So it's sort of a squad there that didn't have any tickets. You know, so and that ground was sold out. I mean, there was loads outside that looked for tickets. And you just say to yourself, product is fucking woeful. But the crowds are piling in. And it's mad. But I just think with Celtic at the minute, it's fucking happy days, man. I can't believe that I'm actually talking up, fancying our chances tomorrow night. You know, I could end up looking like an old fucking fat. But I honestly believe I've got a chance.
Well, let's bring us back to fucking tomorrow night, right? Fuck Everton. That won't man. So we spoke about, but I think we're in agreement. Back 4 is going to be. We're guessing it's going to be Lustig, Beaton, Simirovic, Tierney. Aye. Gordon in goals, and I think we'll probably play Nicham and Brown. So that's 7 players, right? So obviously there's going to be a couple dropping out for the other night. I mean, personally, I think it will be Armstrong, Sinclair, Forrest and Griffiths, which obviously means McGregor and Paddy Roberts drop to the bench. I mean, how do you see it lining up? I mean, obviously, I think Griffiths is going to start. Edouard is going to be on the bench, like. But I think he'll go Forrest over Roberts, to be honest, just because Roberts hasn't played a lot of games. Like, do you think?
I think you're right. I mean, I think. If they go with the 3 up front, which we expect them to do, then we've got to try and outnumber them in midfield, to try and supply to them, because that's the absolute key to me. Obviously, Neymar and Cavani especially can create chances on their own, so I want to see Brown sitting in there blocking that space, in between the lines. And I think that Paddy Roberts is a good option to have coming on with half an hour to go, like if you're still in the game.
Not with Tam Rogic.
Tam Rogic to me was outstanding against Man City last season. The way he ran at them and hold the ball and all that, and keeping the ball is going to be absolutely key.
I know.
So you never know. It's difficult. I mean, it's a great problem to have all these great players, but it wouldn't surprise me.
I'm seeing it. I'm seeing it. I reckon he'll play Paddy Roberts. I think he'll play in front of Forrest, but I think Callum McGregor might start. I just think Callum McGregor's work ethic.
Instead of who?
I mean, he covers more than that. See, this is it. Do you know what I mean? Maybe instead of Armstrong. I don't know. I just think McGregor, he never stops running. Armstrong's, he's coming back into a game. That goal he scored was a peach. But I don't think he had the greatest game on Friday night apart from the goal. He was alright, but he's definitely getting better since he signed a new deal. But
McGregor's as much a goal threat as he is.
That's my thoughts. And McGregor scored a load in Europe. See, Armstrong scored a few as well. But McGregor and Paddy Roberts have seen that wee Forrest gets fucking goals in Europe too. I know, it's like, I don't know.
I think Armstrong, and I heard somebody else say this, I think it was, they were talking about Scotland, I think Armstrong raises his game and plays better in the big games.
He does.
I think you've got a point there. So you could be right. It's just one of them. We've got that many players, attacking midfielders, that give us a goal threat. That there's, it's, I don't know. It could be anything, but I definitely think he'll play Paddy Roberts. I just think he's too good not to start.
Like, I wouldn't be upset with whatever fucking 4 out of 8 players are. Do you know what I mean?
I know. And we've not mentioned about the 2 new deals today.
Aye,
that's a great business.
Fantastic. I mean, the amount of Celtic fans that thought Simirovic is the way at any point, no. That's fucking. I was absolutely blown away when I seen that today. Absolutely fucking buzzing.
Delighted. I mean, he's top quality. There's no doubt about it. And he seems to be sort of understand the ethic of the football club and that as well. You see the way he fucking conducts himself on Twitter, man.
Paul, we wouldn't have lost that goal on Friday if he'd still been on the park.
No, absolutely not.
No doubt about it.
No need for Gordon to come out, and but you're right. It's like look to me, ball watching. But there's a few goals this season we've lost that we wouldn't have lost. We wouldn't have looked at fucking the Stana. We would have won in the Stana if he'd been playing. There's no David have done anything against us with him playing. So and Scott Brown just seals the extra 2 years. So which is great.
Was he out of contract at the end of this season?
Aye.
Or the end of this year?
Aye, so he's another 2, so you'd hope he'd be captain in the 9 in a row team. I should say the second 9 in a row team. And he has a testimonial in the season as well, of course. So.
Do you think that's the end of him once at the end of the 2 year? I'm not saying the end of Celtic, maybe got a coaching role, but
how old is he?
32.
I mean, it depends. If he's still like Scott Brown has to be one of the fittest players in Scottish football. He doesn't look like he's aging. Like he's still buzzing about the pitch. He's still got that high energy. He's still got that high intensity at all times, man. I mean, Nicham looks like the replacement, but Scott Brown's going to be here probably for the majority of the time. Fucking, he's there as well.
Can you mind the time about 3 years ago we thought his career was winding down because of injuries?
Because injuries.
Mind he was going to lose injuries, and he just like same with Lustig as well. What magic did Brendan Rodgers bring them? Well,
or is it not just the fact that he's not killing them like what the previous managers was?
Well, that's what Chris Commons said. Chris Commons basically said, fans were saying to him that Rooney's legs were done and all that. As soon as Brendan comes in, he was he just basically blamed Dyler's training methods. Weren't they fit enough? Weren't they confident enough?
It has to be.
And as you say, Lustig, Forrest, I mean, they were in and out the fucking team like yo-yos, and now they never get injured.
I know. It's unreal.
The only players that keep getting injured now are the ones that have got the least fucking cover for centre halves and centre forwards.
Aye.
Is Dembele going to be on the bench tomorrow night?
No,
he's in. No. It's the end of September. He's due back, but towards the end, isn't it?
No, he's back training now.
But he's not fit enough for the morning yet.
Oh man.
He'll obviously have the new boy on the bench.
Aye.
Edward. And the thing is, it's quite ironic, obviously, with him being a PSG player. Do you think maybe he can throw a curveball in there and start him?
You never know.
Over Griffiths? He's not going to start him over Griffiths.
I'm saying if there's any doubt about Griffiths' fitness, because they've been nursing him for a while.
That's a worry. That's that same injury he's getting all the time, man. The calves.
Aye, they've been nursing him for a while. But it's just exciting times.
Can't you fucking wait, man?
I know. It's just
Wish I was gone.
I wonder what kind of support they'll bring with them. They're an odd fan base.
Aye. For what I believe, I think it's 2,200.
Have they sold it?
Aye.
Remember they used to years ago. They used to have to give them 2 away ends.
I was going to say that. How do they do that? Considering they've got that fucking sort of massive split with their left and right wings sort of support. How do they do that in away games?
Mental.
They used to in France. They would put 2 away games. They would separate them in the game. I don't know how.
It's the DV like the split, isn't it? Paris and Saint Germain.
A racing club in Paris and the FC.
So I remember, one of my abiding memory. See, we were there in '95. Like every cunt, absolute steaming. And it was one of the ones where it was the old part of the place. It's an absolute shithole. Seats were fucked and I sat down maybe 5 minutes in the second half, absolutely fucked, just to get my bearings. And I looked up, and every single one of the cunts behind the goals of the PSG were not fucking each other.
Aye,
I was like, what the fuck is going on here?
The right ears.
Aye.
The ones at the left ears, they were all, they're immigrants, they were all black guys, and they had all tricolours and stuff, they were all like smoke scarves. But the ones at the other end, that cock the Malloy or whatever. I remember the temporary stand, Scotland had a PSG fan on one of they did a podcast once, and the guy spoke about how a lot of their fans stopped going. There was some fault with the board and that, but I just wonder how many they sold or whatever, how it was going to be. Because I'll tell you, obviously, Bayern Munich, mean, they could sell 20,000 if you gave them 20,000 tickets. The best. Anderlecht, they'll bring some squad of head cases because they rampaged through the Gallagher the last time, but they've got a right big massive away support as well. So the 3 nights at Celtic Park will be absolutely even. It'll be brilliant, absolutely brilliant.
Should be there.
I'm taking Ellie our first away European game, Paris. Could be babysat for me.
Poor Ellie. I'll be there, me and Eric will be there. I've actually got a contact in Paris.
Wait a minute, Harper. You're going back to fucking Paris with Eric? Fucking hell, man. That is when you were telling that story in your chateau, that was the fucking angriest I've ever seen you. Steam going out your ears just thinking about the cunt.
Hey, listen, he's my best mate. I fucking love him to bits, but he's just one of these guys who can drive you fucking insane. Know what I mean?
T. Johnny Mackay for that one.
But I've got a contact in Paris, and a French Algerian guy I worked with for a while. He was living here in Dublin with his wife. She's French Algerian as well, and then they moved back to Paris when she got pregnant. So he says to me, "There's no way I'm having a child with a double accent." Oh, right, bud. He says, "No fucking chance, man. We're going back to France." That was the reason they moved back to Paris. But he's no madder at the football of that, but he's going to do his best to sort me and Rennick out with tickets.
There's a link posted on the page earlier that they're on sale.
Oh, yeah?
Aye, so you just need to make sure you don't buy them in that Cop de Boulogne.
Oh, I didn't know that, man. I'll go on that fucking night.
Aye.
You don't have to have a fucking like French address or any of that shit.
Don't know.
There's a French bird at my work I could get to buy them for me right enough.
Because they've got a right big touristy support. I don't even think they sell out there. So they'll be like English Premiership with all these new players they're signing in Paris. Like, I just think they run a fanatical support. Your Marseille and your Lyon and your Bordeaux and stuff like that, they are your fanatical supports.
And they might not look at us as a big draw for a home game.
No, and I'd say with Bayern Munich and Anderlecht as well. The other 2 games for them are the big games. Anderlecht, obviously, they'll show us just like the Anderlecht game at Celtic Park's as big as the other 2 for us, maybe bigger, because I think they know they're in a gunfight for 3rd place with us. Aye, so I think all the Celtic fans that go to Munich as well, if you head round their end, as you seen it yourself when we were in Mönchengladbach, all the Scousers that went with us, every one of them get in the German end. You know, if you go there, it's that big a stadium, and the Germans will be just, when you see guys walking up to the game, just any spare tickets, and I think you could go in with them, no bother. Great support, you know. We went the last time, Munich fans were bang on, you know. You could go in their end easy, you wouldn't get any trouble. But I wouldn't be going in the Anderlecht end, I assure you that. I was there the last time, that was bonkers. There was a wee pocket of Celtic fans in the main stand, and they turned to see if they were going to the toilet. One of my mates was in it, he said they turned the gauntlet. Oh, they were attacking them and everything when they were going to the toilet. We were hitting the goals with a big net on us, so I'll be there again.
Right, listen, I'm going to get this raffle done, right?
Yeah.
So, I need one of you, because I'm going to put Facebook Live on, right?
Okay.
But obviously, all the raffle numbers are on the Facebook page, right? So I've bumped the post up. So it's in the top 3 post sales. I need one of you to open up that post with the 400 names. Do you know what I mean? So when I get the number up, you can then say, one of you can say, well, that's number blah blah blah, and that's such and such. Is that alright?
Okay.
Because I can't check my phone and be fucking on Facebook Live at the same time, obviously. That's what I'm trying to say. I see just the top post there, the PSG tickets. I'll be on that just in a fucking second.
Aye. Mate, just go and do it, see you. Oh, I've got it.
Got it, aye. So open that up. So
Aye, go for it.
1 to 400 right now. I'm going to, let's see if this will fucking work. I've never done this before.
Funny if I win it.
Right, go live. Oh, that's looking at me. Wait a minute, how'd you done that? Here, did you see that post I put up my Facebook the other day with my doing my Elvis impersonation?
No, oh my fuck, that give me nightmares, that.
You don't recognise me with hair and fucking
you fucking
skinny.
You're 4 feet tall.
That's skinny as fuck.
Like you were angled, like, you know.
Right, I think. Oh no, I've not pressed go live. Right, wait a minute. 3, 2, 1. So this is live. This is fucking live for the Anakin. A wee spin run. There's the fucking console. You can see Jason, and actually that's Jake Larkin, no Paul Larkin, and his wee profile picture. Jason with the Mets hat on. Very good. We're sitting at the bar here. There's the Anakin. Just spin round a wee bit there. There's some of the gin bottles up the top, gins of the week and all that shite, no? That's what I'm drinking tonight. Gordon's fucking here, this Gordon's pink gin.
I was on the gin at the weekend in Liverpool. Can't do with tonic, but lemonade, I'm a bit of a wuss.
No, I'm sure about that, but right, we've got a few tuning in. I'm just going to leave it. We'll just talk for a couple of minutes, just to let people see that it's up live and tune in, eh? So is there anything else you want to bring up? Paul, you were in fucking New York. How the fuck that come? You didn't tell us you were going to New York. Next thing I'm fucking... We're chatting away. Then a couple of days later, next thing I'm on Facebook, there's Paul with a big fucking cheesy grin sitting in the fucking subway. Huh?
It was
just a last minute.
No. It was a need to know kind of thing. It wasn't really I was helping out a mate who was having a bit domestic trouble. So I ended up... I wasn't really even staying in New York. I was staying in Nyack, which is about 40 minutes north of Manhattan, which is fine, like, cheaper bevy as well, like, you know. But it was good. And
that kind of near where that new airline's flying into, Paul, the Norwegian airline?
Kinda, aye, it's up that way. I know where you are, like, but it was fine. It's fucking amazing. Like, I mean, last time I was in New York, December, like, everything you go, it changes. You know, there's like new shops. But I mean, I fucking walked out to Grand Central Station. The entire block of Vanderbilt Avenue knocked down. Fucking raised their gun. Like, what the fuck? So then you can see walk out and you can see Bryant Park right in front of you almost. So it was fucking weird, but it was good. And see, people coming back, 4 hours 50 minutes for JFK to Dublin on the plane. The guy pilot announces, he says, "Listen, this will be a bit bumpy," he says, "but we've got a phenomenal jet stream behind us, so it's just got to be really quick." So the flight was meant to get in at like 5:15. We got in at 3:10.
Bloody hell!
In the morning, fucking incredible.
I think the quickest I've been is about 5 hours 45 or something, just under 6. Gone to Glasgow once, aye.
But Aer Lingus, honestly, the fucking Ryanair, the fucking international travel now, charging you for alcohol, food was fucking horrendous. Movies were fucking garbage. Folk just created a bad atmosphere because it's just, you know, you can't get a drink, can't get fuck all, and then when they do sell you a drink, it's like $7 or $8. Like, for fuck's sake, like, okay, I had my second one, then I had my third one. I asked for my third one, it's going to be back. And he said, "I'm sorry, we're still serving alcohol because the person who's been there's been a bit out of order." I said, "What the fuck's that going to do with me?" Was that fucking fine? I went up. And then I'm like, I've got that wee kind of devil on my shoulder going, "You're about to be out of order, you're about to be out of order," you know. But, so it was pretty pish. But, no, it was good. It was good actually. You know what was really good actually was being among all the American sport at this time of the year, in terms of, you know, on the radio or the telly, because you know yourselves, regular visitors, it's just constant, isn't it? 24 hours, 7 days a week. And one of the cunts I hated more than anything when I was living there was that guy, Craig Carter. And when I was there, he got busted by the fucking States. So that was quite fucking good, like, you know. And it was quite funny because I watched Boomer Esiason the next game day. You basically had to go on and go, "Yeah, Craig's not here right now because he's in federal custody. He's getting out of bail today. But I just want to tell people, it's nothing to do with me." He's like, "Fuck, I was involved in this." Because basically what he had done was it tricked people into telling them that he had basically created like a StubHub thing. You know, with the buying tickets. I'll get all the VIP tickets for all my big contacts, and then sell them. No, and he took $5.6 million in investment to pay off his gambling debts.
That's right, aye.
So he's looking at 25 years in the bookie.
Is he, aye? Bloody aye.
That's what they're saying, aye.
Well, I seen it, but when he's the next day, when Boomer was on the show, he didn't. Well, obviously he said he didn't know anything about it. And he says, I'm just a bit shell shocked here. And the way he cut, because I was listening to him, and I actually came across that he didn't know, because he seemed pretty genuine.
I don't think he did. I mean, I think he's no like Boomer. I mean, obviously Boomer is. I don't know if you're aware, but Boomer does like the NFL and all that as well, the Monday night game and blah 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 blah. So he will be short of a few quid, like so. But the funny thing is that I don't know if you know that Craig Carton's best mate is that Chris Christie, who was the mayor of the Centre for New Jersey, and he's up to his neck in fucking shenanigans as well. Like, so God knows what the fuck he was the one that was manipulating people going over the bridge and all that kind of thing for numbers. There was all sorts of shit going on. But no, it was good to be in among all that, and I mean, it was like, you know, it was like Groundhog Day. I mean, you listen to your New York radio show, and it's fucking Yankees. They'll get to the playoffs, they'll fucking lose the first game. Fucking Mets, when are they going to spend more money? When are they, you know, it's you listen to any time the last 10 years, same fucking stuff, like, you know.
The weather at this time of year, my big mate Baz is there now, but the weather at this time of year is probably the best of the year.
Fantastic, really, that's fantastic. Nice and warm, sunny, but no like blistering or anything like that.
Right, listen, let's get this draw done, eh? I've been going round the bit, I've been showing everybody all the wee things for the bar there, my decanter and fucking my Razor keyring and all the Mets. There's more Mets stuff than you'd think you were in New York. It's all Mets stuff over the bar. But I've got the wee Lisbon Lions canvas up there that came to Celtic Canvas Art, John Farrell, very good. But so here we go, right? So if anybody who's watching live, you can see, now to move that. You can see on the number generator 0 to 400, right? I'm going to press that generate button and the number's just going to come up. As I say, it's not going to spin like a spinning thing or anything like that. It's just going to be one number. So you ready? Here we go. Generate. Number 356.
I thought it was me, you bastard. Jason Lappin.
Jason Lappin.
I just seen Jason there. I was like, oh my god, that's Jason Lappin. That's some prize.
So Jason Lappin, I'll be in contact with you and we'll get that sorted out, because I'm going to go to the guys. Huh?
You know the boy?
I didn't know the boy, no, I don't think so.
No.
Once I have a look, I'll maybe know more once I see his profile picture. But I'll be on to the guys for Football Aid and we'll get in there first. So I'll speak to Jason. If it's him that's going to play in the game or if he's going to give it away, we'll get him to even see what position he wants to play. Because you buy your position, obviously. If you want to play left back or fucking right back, or I think the goalkeeper has to be 90 minutes, so we probably won't get that, but anywhere apart from goals, you probably want to pick a position. We'll do like pick your three preferences anyway, and we'll get the home strip certainly. And close to the time, I'll get the guys for Football Aid to come on the podcast again. We've done it before, and they'll come on and explain where all the money goes to that they raise with Football Aid. And it's obviously not just a Celtic thing, it's all the top teams in Scotland, actually of the Scotland and England internationals, and all the top teams, all the Premiership teams in England, and some of the championship sides do it. So it's a fantastic day. I just want to thank everybody again who's supported this fundraiser. As I say, it's good money going to Football Aid. I think a lot of this homeless charities now they do. I can't remember, but we'll get to that. But Jason, you'll be able to pick a charity of your choice, and there'll be 300 or 400 quid going to that once we sort out in the next week or so what we're going to buy, and we'll see what's left. But very fucking good, and thanks to everybody again who supported it and got the bonus podcast and that. As it says, any sales now, the bonus podcast are £5, and that money is going to the Celtic Foundation via Lisa Miller's Sleep Out. Now, so far there's only been 4 sales of that bonus podcast since we've done the raffle, so I don't think that's going to be a huge fundraiser for anybody, but anybody wants a bonus podcast, just tweet us, Facebook us, or email us at homeboys@gmail.com, and I'll sort you out. It's just a £5 by PayPal. It's PayPal only. Now I'm just going to end this live broadcast for the Anakin. God, my cheeks are awfully red and rosy there. Look, there you go. Right, anyway, good night, folks. So that worked out well, eh? Jason Lappin, fucking fantastic. So we're just about coming up 9:30. Good and bad.
Aye.
We'll go bad first, and I'll come to you, Paul.
Bad. I guess it's just the fucking constant feeling and stench corruption around Scottish football, and I genuinely do feel sorry for the Hibs and Aberdeen fans that are being let down by fucking basically corporate greed and for their masters. And I for wonder to see the Milne or Petrie as the club, the fans of the club, and I just wish that we could move on, but unfortunately it seems desperate to keep the corruption going, which means we'll need to keep fighting. So that's my bad.
Jason?
My bad, probably just the same. You know, I don't really take a massive interest in all the kind of politics and all the Sevco stuff and things like that. But I do agree with you. I don't think it's a Sevco thing, this at all. I think it's just corruption in Scottish football. But it's kind of, this is bad, but I've kind of accepted it. I've believed it's been corrupt for years, and probably always. But when you look at UEFA and you look at FIFA, it's just a bloody same, you know. And it's how these people get away with it in the modern world, whereas there's freedom of information and through the internet you can get all this stuff. But these people still seem to get away with it. And I said earlier, maybe it isn't absolute corruption; it's just absolute incompetence. But either way, there's people in there that's got half a clue and how to run things and how to bring things to the game. And pretty bad, but I do feel bad for that. I've not got any Aberdeen fans as me, so I've got a few Hibs fans, and I feel really bad for them because they're absolutely raging. There you go. They're even more raging when you go on Twitter and you've got Rangers fans saying, "Well done, Hibs," and all that. But aye, probably that. And also Everton, fucking hell, how bad are they, man? That was terrible. There he goes. My kid took my kids down to the game as well. My mate Peter went down to his kids, and all we were just sitting there like, how shit is this? You know, terrible.
Here, I'm just looking at the chat room there. You know, I have no idea how to pronounce this, right? If Joe was here, he would tell you. So it's Fiacre or F-I-A-C-H-R-A. You know the guy?
I know the guy you mean, aye.
Well, Joe McKenna needs to watch what he's doing now, because that guy there is now Joe's eldest daughter's teacher.
Yeah. Teacher, aye.
He's what?
He's Joe's eldest daughter's teacher at the school.
Teacher.
Oh, right, there you go.
Joe's that to me, suddenly fucking her teacher knows far too much about me. There you go. My bad would be just the fact that I'm not getting to the game tomorrow night. Obviously me and Joe had a package, as I said earlier. That tickets went on the Roy Milne bus. I'm just gutted, just not got the holidays, never mind the finances, man. Do you know what I mean? I've got 5 days holidays left to take this year. I'm supposed to keep 3 of them for Christmas. I can fuck that, I can take that out next year. But I've got 2 days booked off for Munich at home. I've 2 days booked off for Paris Saint-Germain away, although that might not be enough holidays given the shenanigans that me and Rennick tend to get up to. I've got one fucking floating day left to see what I'm going to do with that for a case of emergencies. But I just gutted I'm not going tomorrow night, because as I say, I think that is the showpiece in European football. Tomorrow night is Celtic Park, and it is going to be the first game in the Champions League. The atmosphere is going to be absolutely fucking off the scale, man. And I can't wait to sit and watch it on television, to be honest. So that's my bad.
This is my daughter's. It's her first Champions League game.
Was it?
She's been at European games before, but I never took her to the Champions League ones. I was always out with the boys on the lash. But she's too old and wise now. She's like, Dad, I'm going to the mall. I can go myself.
Come here, tell me, did Joe Boy get the gig?
Aye, he's the DJ in the UEFA lounge.
Oh, happy
They actually offered them Anfield as well.
What?
They could have done the Tuesday in Glasgow and then went down and done the UEFA lounge at Liverpool, because their games we're at home every Tuesday and they're at home every Wednesday.
And he's not doing it?
Stuff like that. Aye.
He's not doing it?
Aye, he's just doing this one.
Who are they playing tomorrow night?
I don't know.
You fucking know.
I don't know.
Right. So
He wasn't doing it.
you told him yet that he's sitting in my seat on Saturday?
What's that?
You told him yet he's sitting in my seat on Saturday.
Oh my no, I forgot it, but I'll sort that out. I'll just meet you for it. I'm driving anyway, Linda's out on Saturday night, so I'm just driving in with the kids, but I'll meet you for the game anyway.
Right, Paul, you're good?
Very, very simple one. As soon as that music starts tomorrow night, that's my good.
Jason?
I have to argue with that. Zadok the priest, bring it on. It's just, I can't wait. It's you just like it's taking you back to your kind of childhood. See, going to sleep the night, waking up, knowing that you've got a Champions League game, and it's like the way that Celtic team plays now, I can't wait. And we can totally end up with egg in our face, and they're no disgrace in that, because this team, by rights, you know what I mean, the bookies have got us 11, 12 to 1 for a reason, because the level of player we're playing against, my God. But you never know, and it's just magical things happen at Celtic Park. When you actually look at our Champions League home form, see when you print it out, or results, I know for a couple of stinkers maybe in the last, well, not so much last year, but the Mönchengladbach, and last year was a bit of badging, and then obviously we get beat with Juventus, pretty easy stuff like that. But you take them out of the equation, our Champions League home record is phenomenal. You know, with the level of spend that we've got compared to the teams that we're up against, and some of the teams that's came and no one at Celtic Park, just an amazing record. But bring it on, cannot wait.
Well, my good is I'm absolutely fucking buzzing for the Ross County game on Saturday, and I'll tell you why. Because my daughter's coming to the game with me. I got fucking stung a wee bit here, like, because we've been having a bit of a rough time at the last few years, different things and that, but I'm not going in here, but you know anyway. But she was talking about she's pregnant, so she can only fly up till a certain amount of weeks. Oh, by the way, I found out at the weekend I'm going to be a granddad to a granddaughter in February, because she had the gender scan. But so I says to her, she doesn't like to come. Last time she came here was a couple of years ago, and she was in tears all the way here because she was lost in the airport and everything, and she didn't know what to do, she didn't know where to go. So she says, right, next time I come, I'll come back with you. Like, you know, so I says, like, do you want to come back? I messaged her, I says, do you want to come back with me on Saturday night? I says, surely you'll be alright, get the train to fucking Glasgow and I'll meet you off the train. And she saw the reply there, I thought, fuck it. I said, just what, in fact, just if you want, you can come to the game with me. I'll be able to sort out a ticket. And you come to the game, well, a couple of hours in Glasgow and then get the flight. So she replies to me, I can't come back with you because I've got a midwife appointment on the 19th. She goes, but I'll still come to the game. I'm oh shit, right, I no bother. And so then, of course, straight away, she flies in and well, you know, I need a new top, obviously, because I've not got a Celtic top that fits me. And I'm not wearing an all top. I'm not wearing an all top like a mink. So for fuck's sake, so that was me stung again. But I'm absolutely buzzing for that Saturday to take her, just to spend time on that and do something a wee bit different. She was at one game once before, but she was only 10-year-old, you know, 10 years ago, or I think it was something like that. 10 years, no, it was 10 years ago. Robbie Keane scored the hat trick. That was the 10 years ago, was it? 7 years ago. Robbie Keane scored a hat trick the game she was at, so I'm just really looking forward to that. Now she'll have to make her own way. I'll take her to the bus, and she'll have to jump in the bus home herself. But I'm buzzing for it, and I got her Celtic top that day, so happy days. So you'll get to meet her as well, Jason.
Yeah, good stuff, mate. Good stuff.
Right, that's it. Anything else you want to add before I fucking hit that? I've not even got a song lined up. I'm just going to play out the same song again. Fuck it. Paul Eaton and Jack Abbott. Blackwater Banks. What a track. Good wee fucking Irish song for a good working class hero.
Yeah.
Pity Joe isn't on here tonight because I really like to get stuck into him about fucking McGregor again, charging fucking £500 a ticket for a Q&A.
Was it?
It's in Glasgow, and it's like £500 a ticket for his Q&A, or you can get tickets to like £1,000. They go up to like £1,000. I says to him, I pulled Joe about it yesterday. He's like, well, people will pay it. It was nothing like this. It wasn't really order because he likes him. You know what I mean?
People will pay it, working class hero.
I'm just talking about Paul Eaton. There's a real fucking working class hero. Only charges £30 for his gigs. You know what I mean?
25.
Aye. Well, €30. Got to see him next month. Can't wait. Right, lads, we're just
Alright.
rambling now, and all I've got to say is enjoy the game tomorrow night. I can't fucking wait. And listen, we might do a wee podcast on Wednesday. We'll see how Joe is.
Let's hope so.
We'll see how Joe is.
Okay.
Right, lads.
Hail.
Cheers.
Right, where's the fucking play out fucking thing? I'm still on the air here. How's Skype not shut down? See, this is the shit that fucking happens. There we go. So we're going to just play it with the same song we played in because I'm just totally unprepared. But it's an acoustic version of Blackwater Banks by Paul Heaton and Jackie Abbott. Here we go.
It wasn't the ferry to Dublin, arrival last on your shore. It wasn't the shamrock awaiting on each pint of Guinness you pour. It was Zooner and Anne and Kilkenny. It was Seamus and Patrick and Cole. It was Hallam and Limerick, Aoife and Galway, and the folk of this island for sure. And the folk of this island for sure. Oh island, no wonder my roots were never in briefcases, never in suits of New York or London or Paris, no thanks, but down by the Blackwater Banks. It wasn't the pride of East Belfast with its red, white and blue to the floor. And it wasn't the calls from Divis to Falls of no, nay, never, no more. It was Barry and James up in Derry as we finally headed back east and reluctantly boarded our ferry. Each time you felt closer to peace. Each time you felt closer to peace. Oh island, no wonder my roots were never in briefcases, never in suits of New York or London or Paris, no thanks, but down by the Blackwater Banks. Oh,
I've pedalled from Milan down to Wexford via Roscommon, Galway and Clare, and Tipperary so far, 'cause every damn bar is pulling and diverting you there. It was Tully's in Kinross, Murphy's in Thomas, Care, the old Ponce's Rest, the island you mentioned you're leaving, and the likelihood seems to get less. Oh island, no wonder my roots were never in briefcases, never in suits of New York or London or Paris, no thanks, but down by the Blackwater Banks. Down by the Blackwater Banks. Down by the Liffey, down by the Shannon, down by the Blackwater Banks.